Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Before we get started today, I just want to point out that the noise that you hear in the background is my heater. It's a little chilly in the room that I record in today, so I just brought that heater in here. Hopefully it won't be too loud. We will see. We may just have to deal with it for this video until I can figure out a better solution. But we're going to get right into this nail art. I'm going to be using Holo Taco Peely Base as my base coat. This is obviously a peel off base coat. You can use whichever base coat you prefer, but I like using peel off base coats. Once you're sure that your base coat is completely dry, you can move on to your base color. I'm going to be using Glistening Pearls by Glaze. I just posted my my swatches of this collection that this polish came from last week. It was my very first video back. I will link that up here in the cards, and you can check that out after you watch this video. For this manicure, I'm just going to do a very thin coat of this. I don't want it to overtake the nail. Alright, to prep for the next step, I'm just going to take Super Glossy Taco from Holo Taco and add a coat to each of the nails. Okay, next you're going to take a white polish of your choice. I'm just using this P2 Minute Mani that I have in my collection. It's called White Now. I don't remember where I got this from. If I can find a link for it, it will be down in the description box. And on, get this open, there we go. Okay, I went back and did an extra layer of top coat on my ring fingernails, and we'll get to why in just a couple of minutes. But on every nail but your ring fingernail, you're going to take your white and create a French tip. You can do this any way that you want. You can do how I'm doing and just freehand. You can use a guide. You can do the new method that's been going around on Instagram where you use the stamper. Any way you want to do this, up to you. Right, now that you've got all of the French tips done on all the nails except for the ring finger, we're going to go back to the ring finger and we are going to paint the whole thing white. This will make sense in just a little bit, but we're going to paint the whole thing white. I'm going to do 2 coats just to make sure that it is opaque, and then we will be right back. And while I waited for the 2 coats to dry on those ring fingernails, I just went around with my cleanup brush, dipped in some acetone and cleaned up around the sides. Just in case anybody's wondering, the French tips on my dominant hand did not turn out very well. They look a little wonky, but that's okay. This is why y'all see this hand. For this next step, you're going to need a little bit of acetone. You don't have to put it out in a little dish, but you can if you want. It just makes it a little bit easier. And then I've also got a Q-tip and my cleanup brush. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to dip your Q-tip in your nail polish remover and just kind of take it and roll it on your paper towel or whatever. Just get rid of some of the excess because we don't need a whole bunch. And we are going to very carefully remove this top layer of the white. And in doing this, we are going to create a heart shape. And I'm just going back in, dipping my Q-tip back in my polish remover as needed. I'm trying to keep the glistening pearls that we put on first. If you wear it, if you wipe it off, it's alright. It's not going to be a big deal. But we are just going to carefully create a heart. And you can do this on your thumb as well if you'd want. I'm just choosing to do it on the one nail. And there you go. And if you wanted to, you could, like, if you had longer nails, you could do 1 or 2, maybe even 3 if you had the length on each nail that you did this to. I'm just going to take my cleanup brush, and I'm pretty sure I did remove the glistening pearls that we put on first, but like I said, it is fine if you do. I'm just going to go in, clean it up just a little bit. And then there you go. Right off camera, I just went and did my non-dominant, or my dominant hand. It's a little crooked, but I mean, it's on there. And I realized that, you know, it's gonna look a little weird, but that's okay. And then I decided on my left hand that I wanted to make the heart a little bit bigger, so I went ahead and did that. Okay, then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this polish by China Glaze, and this is Ruby Riches from the Jewels Royale collection, like Visiting Pearls. And I've got an old sour cream lid here. I've been collecting these for a couple of years now. I've got a few. I also have yogurt lids. Anyway, we're going to put some of Ruby Riches, or whichever red you prefer to use, and we're going to put some out on our lid. And then we're going to take a dotting tool, and we're going to dip it into that red, and I'm going to very gently fill in this heart. This is the time where you can kind of go over the white if it's a little bumpy and make it look more clean. I'm going to let this dry and just do another little quick coat, just to make sure that the red is opaque. And then once I get this filled in and I like the way that it looks, I'm just going to go onto the other nails and line the French tip, just to make everything look a little bit more clean. Right. Once you are finished with that and everything is completely dry, we're going to go in with a thick coat of Super Glossy Taco by Holo Taco. And there is the finished design. I do like how this came out. There are a few things that are bothering me just a little bit, like how uneven the lining is of the French tip, but this is the first time I've done nail art in a long time, so I'm pretty proud of this. If you liked it, hit that like button, and tell me down below if you've ever done this like filled in negative space kind of design. Okay, and with that, this is the end of the video. There should be videos popping up on the screen now. One of them, I believe this one, is my video from last week, and the one down here is the one that YouTube thinks you will like. So hit the subscribe button here. I'm going to be uploading on Wednesdays at noon, and I hope to see you then. Bye guys.